Hi everyone, I'm back, vlog number 5, and I've actually changed hotel rooms now. They were doing some renovation work on the room that I was in, so I've actually been moved to the new part of the hotel, which is so much nicer. So I don't know if, it's quite dark in here, so I don't know if you can see around here. But I've already made it a mess, so I don't think my roommate's too happy. But anyway, so vlog 5 is actually me just I'm going to show you my skin and see my vitiligo patches and see where I've had some progress. And also, I'm going to show you an example of a consultation with Dr Bisharat at the Dead Sea Medical Centre. So you can get an idea then of exactly what he will look like. There's people out here now looking at me weird. And these consultations with him tend to be quite brief. They don't actually tend to involve too much. He checks your skin. If you have any issues, he can supply you with ointments and stuff. If you've got any burns, he's seeing how your skin is adjusting to the sunlight. And he also advises on how much time you should be spending in the sun. So any questions or queries or anything that you have out here, you go to him and he advises. I believe he's like the clinical director of this of Dead Sea Medical Centre. Anyway, so before we get into that, I just wanted to show you my vitiligo now to see how it's progressing. So I guess the first bit is obviously quite obvious now on my face. So here, around my eyes here as well. So the darker I'm going, the more obvious it's becoming. You know, as it becomes more obvious, it does get to me a little bit more. And I do start to focus and think about it and get in a little bit of a negative state. So I try and remain positive. I believe it's important as part of the repigmentation process that you remain positive and you send positive vibes to your pigment, and you do everything you can to try and support that process of getting it back. So I'm trying to stay positive, and actually doing these vlogs is kind of helping a bit with it. So I'm going to show you on my face here. So you can see on this bit, it's all around here, and these bits here, this is actually new pigment coming in the middle. You can see dots all over, and these are sort of the signs that pigment is going to return, or there's a good chance it's going to return. So I'm quite happy about that, because this is obviously the main bit that I was kind of conscious of that had just appeared this year. So it kind of the way it repigments on my face, or how it did last time, is it kind of starts at the edge and gets a bit darker, and it sort of moves inwards and starts to repigment more and more and more. So it's really, really positive that I'm seeing some progress there. I'm really happy about that. This wasn't an area that I was seeing any progress at the start of the trip, or towards the midway point, so I didn't think I was getting anything there, so I was a little bit concerned about it. But I'm really happy now that I'm starting to see some there. In terms of my eyes, it's gone darker here, as you can see, just around there, and I can't really tell too much on my eyelids if there's any progress or not. Maybe you can, but so that's my right eye, and on my that's my left eye, and on my right eye, I thought I sort of was a bit darker at the top round here. So this area has repigmented before, and I lost some of it this year. So it's nowhere near as bad as it once was, but I had lost some of that this year. So I'm hoping that will come back. When I get home, I actually continue the treatment with a UVB panel. But very short exposure, morning and night, only for about 30 seconds on the narrowband UVB. And also, actually has been shown that when you return home from the Dead Sea, the effects still carry on. For up to, I think it's like 2 or 3 months after, you still see repigmentation. So even if you're not doing any other treatments, or obviously you're not at the Dead Sea anymore, you can still have pigment return because of the work that you did out here. But I'll keep you updated. I'm still looking in the viewfinder here. I need to remember to look at the lens, but in the viewfinder I can obviously around here, I haven't really seen any new dots there just yet. Yeah, and obviously around the lips here as well, there isn't really, I can't see any new pigment there. So, and I've had those bits for quite a while, so I had them even when I went out to Jordan the first time and did the treatment. So they're obviously quite difficult areas to bring back on me. So the other area I'll show is my knee.
So this is actually the where I first started seeing new pigment. So this is an area, so just around here, as you can see, all this is new. Focus. So all this is new. This is the oldest patch of vitiligo that I have on my skin. I think it's like 17 years old. So it doesn't actually matter, you know, how old the vitiligo patches are. You can still repigment them. You know, it's always a case-by-case basis on where you see repigmentation and where you don't. There's no real, you know, way to tell where you will get it and where you won't get it. But I was quite positive to see this, because actually last time I was in Jordan, this didn't repigment at all. This is just this time, so that's quite interesting. So all in all, it's quite a positive update. You know, there's I'm seeing some good progress. It's slow coming, but I kind of, you know, that's how it is. Some people don't even start repigmenting until they go home, so it's good that I'm actually seeing some real positive steps here. So anyway, let's jump into the consultation video that I shot towards the start of the trip, and I will see you in the next one.
How are you today?
I'm good.
What you have done yesterday, please, for example?
So I went more for the morning treatment.
Yes.
Yeah, it's about 8 a.m. 15 minutes in the sea.
8 a.m.
About 8 a.m. 15 minutes in the sea.
Yes.
And then 5 minutes on each side. So
Before, immediately after that, you took a shower.
Took a shower.
This is very important.
Yeah, took a shower. So yeah, showered in the solarium.
Yes.
Then lie down front for 5 minutes.
Yes.
Each side for 5 minutes,
yes.
and the back for 5 minutes
Yes.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that was what I did for the morning. And then I've got a little bit, tiny bit burn on top of my shoulders.
Yeah.
So I did 2 treatments yesterday because my skin was sensitive. So I did then one in the evening, which was around 4:45.
4:45.
Yeah. Because it was very hot yesterday,
Yes.
very hot, so 4:45, and then I went there to see 15 minutes, had a shower, then did the same again, 5 minutes on each side.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you have a burning sensation in the water?
Not really.
Not really.
Not really, no.
I will give you zinc lotion.
Okay.
Shake well before use.
Okay.
Once daily or twice daily, and it will flare up.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and you drink enough fluids?
I'm drinking 1.5 of the bottles. Yeah.
Yes.
1.5.
Yes, that's
So,
okay.
that's okay.
That's
Okay.
okay. We have to drink enough fluids all the day.
Yeah.
And what you have done between 12 and 3 p.m.
I've just been just hanging around. You know.
This time, middle day time, please, in the room.
Okay.
When you are in the shade, you will get 20 to 25% from the rays.
Yeah. Okay.
In the shade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please pay attention.
Completely out.
Yes.
Completely stay out of
Yes.
house. Indoors. Go indoors.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you want to stay outside,
Yeah.
I have no problem, but under the umbrella.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have to pay attention
Yeah.
also.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay? And then please now gradually increasing sunbathing times.
Mhm.
Gradually.
Okay.
Step by step.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
And the color, it is red now on your skin because you have, it is sunburn or not?
Yeah. Well.
I have to see and to measure also. Okay.
Yeah.
So, let me see, please. Okay. Okay. We have to cover
Okay.
this side and this side, and I will give you also the zinc lotion or calamine lotion, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Shake well before use, twice or thrice daily,
Okay.
3 times.
Okay.
You have a tattoo here?
Yes.
Since when?
Since I was 16 years old.
Okay. I will measure the skin sensitivity to sunlight.
Okay.
It was 13 to 35, 20 to 35.
Okay.
It's good.
It's good.
It's better, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's good.
So what does it actually mean then? What is this machine testing for?
Yes, first of all, erythema index. That means the sensitivity of the skin to sunlight. It depends upon skin type.
Okay. Everything.
Erythema.
Yeah. Okay.
Melanin index.
Yeah.
This is
Melanin index.
35 point. These are the cells which protect your skin from harmful sun rays.
Okay.
Yeah, you had 34.7. Now you have 35.
Okay.
Which is better.
Okay. Yeah.
Through the atmosphere, and
Is that just as the skin is just getting more exposure to the sun?
Yes.
It's getting
Yes.
it's becoming more tolerant to it.
yes, it's more tolerant to
Yeah.
sun.
Okay.
So, and the color of the skin, it has to be pink, not red.
Okay.
Huh?
On the vitiligo skin?
Vitiligo
Or on the vitiligo
Vitiligo
face?
skin.
Okay, yeah.
So please let me see the vitiligo areas.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. The pink color,
Yeah,
huh?
Yeah.
Not red.
no.
Okay.
It's not showing any pink
Oh,
at the
no,
moment.
it is okay.
It's okay,
It's okay.
Right.
It's very okay.
Yeah, okay. What times of the day do you recommend going? So at the moment I'm doing 8, 11,
Yeah.
and then 4:30 or 5 around that
This
time.
is ideal.
That's
This is
fine.
very fine.
Okay.
It's very fine.
Okay.
Very fine.
Great.
So, this is the zinc lotion you will get. I will see you soon. Okay?
How often do you tend to see patients? Every
Twice weekly,
twice a week.
weekly.
Okay.
But if you need more,
Then speak to.
if there is something, you
Yeah.
can
Okay.
also come. Okay?
Okay.
So good luck.
Thank you very much.
This is for you.
Okay, thank you.
Get it from Madame.
Okay.